Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I don't know if it started the first time I said that, so sorry if it repeated. I'm your host, Kane Drago. We are back with episode 15 of SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 General Manager Mode. I have pre-booked the show to solve some problems. I've rivalry in place of matched both Michaels and Hogan, and Christian and Benjamin. Put Chavo and Jericho in another match just to open the show. So yeah, here's what we did. Chavo gets a win, which is good because if I'm actually going to have them in a rivalry, them trading wins will hopefully keep them around the same popularity. Although one or the other getting higher than they wouldn't be bad either. Good. Haas can afford to take one loss with all the momentum he's built, but those guys we needed to, especially Michaels, needed to shut up. Good. Lita got another win. Benjamin, I put him in a showcase match because him and Hogan had nothing to do, and Benjamin gets a big win over Hollywood Hulk Hogan. What a win. Chris Benoit with Kurt Angle in his corner gets the win over The Rock with Randy Orton. And Eddie Guerrero and Kane, the challengers for their respective titles, beating the champions in a tag team match. Yeah, we got some fans this time. 270,000. Wow. Excuse me. Wow. What the hell happened to their show? Oops. Okay, good. So everybody's fatigue is gone. Orton's mad about losing. Rock wants a title shot. That title shot's easy. I am going to re-sign Chavo. And of course, I'm going to re-sign my big names, i.e. my WWE champion. And I'll do one more of these. Should I do one more and then save these four for next week? I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. And then I still have around just over 2 million. Only Orton's whining about losing. They're still going strong, even though they've been technically they're in a rivalry, but they've been on a team for the last 17 weeks. Who's in free agency right now? I'm just curious. Okay, so let me take a look at these results. What happened to their show? 2-star show. 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, and 4. That's bumped up to 2 stars this week, which is now that the rivalry started, it already gained half a star just by having that, which is good. 2.5 for that, which is not surprising because it's a 3-on-1 handicap match. So even with reasonably popular people in it, it is what it is. 3 stars for the handicap match, so clearly my plan to build the women is working. 3.5 for Shelton Benjamin's shock win. 4 for that, and 3 for the main event because Kane's popularity is a little bit lower and new rivalries. So we gained back a ton of what we lost, which we cut the lead in half, which is fantastic. So we're going to take one more look at something here. Popularities, 97, 96, 93. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people now at 80. Shelton and Kane are approaching 80. Which is dropping a little bit. Excuse me. But in the process of doing so, she's bringing up all the other women, which is great. And it's not going to be her that takes that L this time. I am still going to put them in a 3-on-1 handicap match. But this time, I'm going to do it against Chavo. And put rivalry in place, and then put rivalry in place of a match. Or maybe I don't care enough about the rivalry, to be honest. Let's go 1-on-3 handicap. Suppose I could go Jericho and 2 of the women against Chavo. Do the 2 lowest women, which also happen to be in a rivalry, so it'll keep the rivalry going. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll do what we usually do and book top down. Rock wants a title shot. So we're going to do a fatal 4-way match for the WWE Championship. Eddie Guerrero, John Cena, Kurt Angle, and The Rock. Should be a hell of a title match. Speaking of fatal 4-ways for the title, we're going to go Randy Orton versus The Undertaker versus Chris Benoit versus Kane in another true fatal 4-way for the Intercontinental Championship. Advertising promo. So nobody's got any fatigue. Wait, do I have a pay-per-view this month? I just realized I don't think I do, but let me check. No. I have no pay-per-views this month. The next pay-per-view is Survivor Series. Yeah, okay. So you know what? Let's keep this momentum going a little bit. Main events. Let's do a fatal 4-way with pin and submission allowed. Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, The Rock, and John Cena for the WWE Championship. We're going to change this fatal 4-way to a TLC. Kane, Chris Benoit, Randy Orton, and The Undertaker. Match 4. We're going to have a first blood match between Shawn Michaels and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Match 3. Who's in this rivalry? Here, I know what we'll do. We'll have a TLC Tornado Tag, Haas and Benjamin against Edge and Christian. And I'll change this one from a TLC. Yeah, they can afford a fourth point. Nobody's fatigued. Let's do a fatal 4-way hardcore match. Do extra advertising. And in match 2, we're going to have a 30-minute Iron Man match between Stacy Keibler and Trish Stratus. because why the hell not? Jericho, Lita, and Tori get the win over Chavo, as they hoped. Stacy gets a big Iron Man match win over Trish Stratus. Edge and Christian finally taking advantage of the TLC stipulation that they're supposedly really good at, despite them losing the last two of them that I put them in, and have become the new World Tag Team Champions. Will Haas and Benjamin remain a team? Will they go after singles titles now that they've built their popularity up? Shawn Michaels defeats Hollywood Hulk Hogan in a First Blood match. The Undertaker retains the Intercontinental Championship in a Hardcore Fatal 4-Way. And Eddie Guerrero has regained the WWE Championship. 220 more thousand. That's what I'm talking about. And that's the advantage of not overkilling your guys, is when you do want a sudden boost, you can go get one. Shelton actually didn't even drop in popularity. Haas did a little bit. Orton's mad about losing. Hogan's mad about losing. You want a new contract because of your popularity. You're mad about losing, and you're mad about losing. So what I'll do then, let's go by popularity. What I'll do, since Trish wants a win, and Stacy's now got the popularity bump of winning plus the title, I'll put Stacy Keibler against Trish Stratus, Tori Wilson, and Lita to continue trying to build the women that way. And hopefully Stacy doesn't win. And then I'll do Chavo Guerrero versus Chris Jericho, Randy Orton, and Hollywood Hogan. Or maybe I'll just do Chavo against Randy Orton, Hollywood Hogan, and The Rock. But then I'll lose rivalries. So I'll have to look at that. There we go. Okay. Let me jot down quick who needs wins so I don't have to jump back and forth. Orton, Hogan, Rock, Trish. Yeah, okay. So we get some new champs. So, Rock and Angle, I definitely want to keep going. Undertaker and Kane. Jericho. That one I'm less worried about, but I'd still like to keep it because it helps. That one I definitely want to keep. Okay, Lita and Tori's done anyway, so I'm going to give them the week off, and I'm going to put some of the guys in the handicap matches. So here's what we're going to do. Handicap match, 1-on-3. Orton needs a win. Hogan needs a win, and Rock needs a win. Are the most important ones. So, of the people they're feuding with, who's the lowest or the highest popularity? Eddie Guerrero's not feuding with them. Benoit's 83. Michaels is 85. Angle's 87. So, I'm going to put Angle in the handicap match because he has the most popularity he can afford to lose. And then I'll rivalry in place of a match. Benoit and Orton. Excuse me. And Michaels and Hogan. Just to do something kind of loopy and out there. We're going to have an ultimate submission match between Chris Jericho or Chavo Guerrero, whichever I picked first, and the other guy. Main event. We're going to have a 6-man tag team match. John Cena, Kane, and Shawn Michaels because he has nothing else to do. Versus The Undertaker, Eddie Guerrero, and Chris Benoit because he has nothing else to do. So why not? They're high popularity. I mean, I suppose I could put them in a match against each other, but it's a straight, relaxing singles match. Shelton Benjamin versus Edge. No. Should be against Christian. Okay, so I'm going to tweak this slightly. This is going to be a regular tag, a tornado tag. Shawn Michaels and John Cena. There he is. And it's Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit. It's a straight-up singles match for the Intercontinental title that I think Undertaker still has. Yeah, he does. Promo 2 or match 4. Single with managers. Edge. With Trish in his corner. Against Charlie Haas. I had it backwards. Against Charlie Haas with the women's champion in his corner. And in our opening match, or not opening match, but our remaining match, actually, you know what? In hindsight, in order to keep the popularities pretty well boosted and balanced for the matches, let's put the women with them because their popularity is actually higher. And Christian's is still back on the rise. Theoretically, I could just put them in both anyway, but just say they're the managers. Yeah, what the hell? We'll do that. Hopefully they don't get hurt by standing on the outside. Good. All three of them got their win. Thank you for taking the loss there, Angle. Chavo wins the Ultimate Submission match. Christian gets Trish Stratus the win she needs. And then Charlie Haas takes it right back. Which is good, actually, because that's fine. Haas and Christian were the two in those respective teams that needed the wins more for popularity anyway. Undertaker retains the Intercontinental title against Kane. And John Cena and Shawn Michaels defeat Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit in our main event. Oh shit, I do have a pay-per-view this Sunday. Why didn't it show me that? No fans changed. I like how it's called Taboo Tuesday, but it's on Sunday. Good. Everyone is happy. No one's terribly fatigued. My money situation is not perfect, but it'll do. I'm not in danger of going completely broke. There. And now those three I'll wait until next week to do. Rivalries are all in good shape. Well, all the ones that are left. Nobody on that roster on there that I need right now. Well, how's our popularity doing while I'm thinking about it? Yeah. Tori's up in plus 60s, which is nice. So 96, 93, 92, 89, 87, 86, 86, 84, 83. Doing pretty good. One and a half, 2, 2.5, 3, 4, and 4. 4-star opener because look who's in it. 2 stars, 3 stars, 3.5, 3.5, 4. Note to self, the fact that it's a 3-on-1 handicap match, if you're putting the right people in it, can still be popular and should be put higher on the card. But that's okay. Well, no fans changed. But after the big gain with my big show Raw last week, we're only 85,000 down, and we have a pay-per-view that I somehow managed to not notice when I was checking the calendar. But that's okay, because my guys are not crazy fatigued, so I can still do some gimmick matches. Two of my women are the two most fatigued, which is not so because of the Iron Man match they had. Everyone else is not in too bad a shape. And since it's a pay-per-view, I can afford to not necessarily go overboard with stipulations because I'll usually get fans just from it being a pay-per-view. So we'll be doing Taboo Tuesday on a Sunday, but it's just the way the game plays. We'll be doing Taboo Tuesday when we come back. I'm your host, Triple H's Fave Shovel. Peace out.